Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So welcome to first of many reviews on the channel in October that revolve around music. It has been a while since I've really given you guys a great music review. What I didn't anticipate was how much music I was in for the last quarter of 2017. So many bands that I kind of knew were coming out with new albums, but I just didn't know when, along with a whole bunch of bands that I absolutely love that are surprising me with so many amazing releases. So I've got two for you guys today that are in the area of progressive and new wave music, and they are both two bands that I've been listening to for quite a number of years. One for a little over a decade, almost 2 decades, which is crazy, and I knew their album was coming out, but then there was this other band that came out with a new album that's going towards their 10th year of being in the mainstream, and I didn't even know that their new album was coming out, so in for a surprise. So let's start off with that big surprise, which came out at the beginning of September, and it is the 5th album from the Script called Freedom Child. Now, you guys, if you don't know, I am a very big fan of Irish bands. U2, the Cranberries, I just love bands that come from Ireland. Maybe it's just my love for St. Patrick's Day and beer, I don't know, but the Script was a band that I was very interested in when I heard about them. It took me a little bit of time to get used to them, but after their sophomore release, I was officially hooked, and I've been following them, but apparently not so good enough because Freedom Child comes along, and I gotta tell ya, it took me a little bit of time to really love this album, but I gotta say that after numerous listens, this is one of the best albums of the year. It's got some very innovative sounds, especially with the first 2 tracks, which are No Man is an Island and Rain. You get a little bit of a reggae beat to them, which I find very intriguing. You've also got some beautiful lyrics, especially in tracks like Divided States of America, Makeup, and Written in the Scars, and these are all just great listens. Some are better than others, though. I would definitely have to say that after track 4 all the way until track 8, I don't think that the songs are really great. But when you get to track 9, which actually happens to be my favorite song, which is called Love Not Lovers, which is the story about people not really understanding what love is and just doing serial dating and sleeping with people on a constant basis. It's just a very deep song amongst others. But I would definitely say that overall, this is definitely one of the most beautifully written, one of the most innovative music-wise, and probably one of the most powerful albums to come out in 2017. So if you are a fan of the Script and you haven't heard that this album came out, go pick up Freedom Child. I highly recommend it. The next album is a band that I've been a fan of from day one. I picked up their first album, Hot Fuzz, in 2004 when it first came out, and I have been so excited with every new album that they have released, and that, of course, is the 5th album from The Killers, Wonderful Wonderful. Now, I thought that their last album, Battleborn, was brilliant. I love it so much. I was curious to see if Wonderful Wonderful was going to be just as good, because I heard their first single, which was called The Man. It has a little bit of a post-disco era vibe. It sort of sounds like Saturday Night Fever a little bit. I don't know why, but it does. It's not the strongest song on the album, I think, and I was curious and a little bit concerned as to what the rest of the album was going to give me. But that great new wave sound, that very soothing sound that I've been listening to from these guys for so many years was there. There are so many songs on this album that I love. Rut, Run for Cover, Some Kind of Love, The Calling, have all the songs been written. Such awesome listens, each and every one of these tracks. And yes, even The Man is starting to grow on me. So as far as I'm concerned, if you're a fan of The Killers, you will probably love this 5th installment in their discography. The only thing that I'm curious about is, will this in fact be the best album of 2017? Because I think it's better than Freedom Child. So right now at the moment, I am torn between Wonderful Wonderful and After Laughter by Paramore, which was one of the best albums that I have heard this year, but there's still so many more albums from bands to come that I'm really excited about. One of the things that I was thrilled to hear about was Walk the Moon's new album, which is coming out in the beginning of November. So on that wavelength of new wave and innovation musicianship-wise, I'm really excited for that one too. So who knows what the rest of the year is going to hold, but all I know is that it's going to end on a very strong note. 2 fantastic albums. I hope you guys get a chance to listen to both of these, especially if you're fans, and that's all that I've got for you today. Leave a comment in the box below. Let's talk the script, let's talk the killers, let's talk neither, let's talk both, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.